Okay, everyone, welcome to session number 2 of Storm King's Thunder. The session where I still have no idea what I'm doing, and neither does anyone else, which is always a good thing. So, could some one of us, fill in for what happened last session? Anyone remember? Sorry?
We got smoke.
Oh, we did well. You got smoked.
We all got smoked by tiny little goblins. I mean, a giant army of goblins with hounds and archers and flanking maneuvers and wolf riders and everything.
You mean intelligence enemies? But you did all pull through. And the last fight you were
Or
fighting.
devious DM, you can decide for yourself.
Oh, and the last fight, and you also spent some time in a pit, if I remember rightly, Karen.
Yes.
Yeah.
She learned the lesson that it's probably not a good idea to read while she's walking.
Yep. Because whilst Belle from Beauty and the Beast can avoid all these pitfalls and traps, you just went face planting into a pit.
Yes. Also, apparently, she dreamt of a giant man fighting another giant man, and then saying the following words to her in her dream: "Almost time," which is very odd. And okay.
And we all know that Cara Dune likes to dream of large men. That's also where we found out.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what were the rest of you up to while she was dreaming and running away from people and trying not to get shot and falling in pits?
Just running around shooting goblins.
Oh, yes.
Elders nearly died.
Like,
Then, you know.
Like an action hero.
But he survived.
Yep.
Yeah, walking stoically and dodging arrow after arrow after arrow until an arrow hits.
And unfortunately, Jason's not here, but I believe he spent his time as an axeman bard.
Just cleaving his way through goblins.
Pretty much, yeah. Because he's a bard, not a barbarian, which he may or may not have wanted to be at one point. Okay.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I will move you back to. Okay, you fought goblins.
Simon, don't forget to level up.
Yes, you are now all level 2.
My invocation.
You were fighting goblins in Nightstone as the light was starting to fall, and finally slaying the last one and stumbling into one of the stone towers at the start to spend the night, barricading the door against any further incursion.
Ah, yes.
And that'll move you over to the map in question. And you are here, barricaded against all problems. Or at least that's the hope. And your divination wizard has now got 2 numbers running around her head. 7 and 18. What could they mean?
Interesting. It's hard to describe, but, you know, it's as if she has some kind of premonition of what is to come. It is an 18, not a 19, but thank you.
Oh, is it? Sorry. That was literally a typo. Right, so I'll just move to top. Yeah. 7 and 18.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
Morning light breaks over the city walls as you see the sun rising in the distance, and it shines right through the cracks in the door into your faces, rousing up the three who were not on watch.
Yep. You see Malcolm sitting. He's probably having the last watch, and he's fiddling with his light crossbow and his welding goggles, and he has a sort of a eureka moment. And the welding goggles that he uses, welding goggles, he's blacksmithing goggles. Suddenly, there's a dim red glow coming from them, from the glass, that indicates that now it's they have been enchanted or infused with magic. In fact, goggles of night. His light crossbow he's pretty much like pulled it apart and only like kept the shaft and then fitted other stuff to it. So now it's functionally it works more like a gun than a crossbow, and it produces its own ammunition. So he's conjuring up ammunition from it has like 2 runes and a mechanism that touches the 2 runes together, and they produce a bolt in the direction that it's pointing.
Interesting.
So that's what he's like, yes, works.
Carwin kind of looks at him. She's like, interesting. She doesn't really question it. Kind of figures, he'll explain it if he wants to, but kind of looks between the rest of the party. It's like, So, I suppose we should look into what's going on with this town.
I agree.
It's almost like you see the DM layer, and it's full of numbers everywhere, denoting various things you can discover.
Neat. But she kind of closes up like her own things, packs up her book that she was reading, and before she fell asleep last night, and just kind of gets ready, and she pauses for a moment before she's like, At some point today, we should probably look into finding the necessary gold for me to summon a new familiar.
Yes. What do you need for that? Incense or something?
Let's see what she needs. She'd know offhand, but I need to find exactly. I need 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs.
Okay.
Herbs, not.
They must be consumed by a fire in a brass brazier.
Yeah, presumably you already have the brazier.
Yeah. Brazier, like, yeah, a brass brazier. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. I always get
That's what you said.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yep. I realized my mistake. Yes. Okay.
So you are
you
are currently in the West Towers, and the 2 towers they flank the entrance. It makes like a sort of a gatehouse, except there's nothing connecting the 2 across. And inside there is the mechanism where you can raise and lower the drawbridge itself. And you presume that there is a mechanism on the other side. So as a coordinated team, like 2 beefy men can raise and lower this massive, huge block of wood, because it doesn't look as if it's got a counterweight on at all. So it would need a lot of brawn to raise it and lower it all.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Numerlos is probably on point.
You can almost hear the click, 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 click as the ratchet clicks up all the notches as you glance it over.
Yeah, and I'll help the last bit.
No, I'm just saying, but that's if you wanted to raise it. Currently, right now, it's down.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Well, let's head outside. I'll head outside.
Caradwin will follow.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll know.
Oh, they're so tiny, these tokens.
Yeah.
No.
It just
squint.
It just goes to show just how big the things you got to deal with are.
Yeah.
I did consider, sizing up all the maps by double and just going through all the lists like that, just doubling everything up. I said it's a normal squares, but quite honest, I can't be bothered.
Yeah, it's fine. We can just zoom in.
Yeah, pretty much. It does give a greater sense of scale. It's definitely doesn't at this range. Okay, as you stand out, you see the village as it was before. Flies are starting to buzz around the dead goblins scattered around the village. And Eldrash, you just finger that healed slash where the goblin stabbed you as well. It's a good thing you heal very quickly.
It's magic.
It's the rules.
I think Elras was pretty much the only one who got hurt.
Yeah, Elres went down and he got stabbed by a goblin and he was on death checks and stuff.
Yeah.
I think he nearly failed them, if not for a
Medicine
well-placed
kit.
bardic and a bardic inspiration.
Pretty much, yeah. He was on death's door.
Cool.
Or Elris.
Well, let's have a look at the building here to the north. We're looking for survivors, correct?
Yeah, Phil, are you actually in the game? Oh, there you are. It just didn't show you for some reason.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My 60 Frankenschwester was here.
Let's go. It's
I
nice.
should-
Yeah, as I was saying in chat though, you get false life, but it doesn't really scale up, so it's always going to be 1d4 plus whatever, plus 4, and it's pretty much going to be that for the rest of the time, and you can't really swap and change things, whereas blast will always be useful.
Where is the door here?
And he can swap when he levels up.
Oh, can he swap when he levels up? Oh, I thought he was stuck with them.
Yeah.
I can't tell where the
It's
door
alright.
is.
Now
No,
blast,
really.
Agonizing Blast and Grasp of Hadar, so I can pull them towards me. And
Is
think-
this the door?
I don't know.
and just
This seems
follow
like
This is ridiculous.
No, that's the chimney. Oh, no,
Yeah, we
that's sorry,
can't
no,
tell. We
Uh,
can't tell where the door is.
no, the door will be here. That's that's the path.
Ah, okay.
Haradwin will pause and then knock on the door.
Oh. Hello.
Thunk, thunk, thunk. No answer.
Let's investigate it.
Okay.
you go.
Actually, the thing up there is a slender steeple at the back, and
So it is a church.
you get the impression it is a church. Although what religion you're a bit unsure of at this present time. You can roll religion if you want.
There's also a graveyard.
Okay. 20.
Okay, you get the sudden sense of praise Lathander, and it's starting to
Oh.
annoy you already about this Lathander praising stuff.
And it already smells like poo.
Pretty much.
The reason why it's
But it's also
Uh,
dedicated to the goddess of forests as well. So it's a dual purpose.
oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
Interesting.
it,
Well,
it often is.
It has a slender steeple at the back containing a large bronze bell, and stained glass windows surround it, depicting images of birth, the dawning sun, trees, and unicorns.
fascinating.
Wow.
I suppose
Who is that?
by logic, one would assume that the bell would have been rung by somebody inside the building. As this is clearly a bell.
Yeah, as you were banging on the door, you noticed that the door swung in as if the lock was actually broken a bit.
Oh. Okay.
So look.
She'll step inside
Okay.
into the roof.
Shh. It's not perfect. This is one of the earlier ones that there was imported. It's not as, fancy as this termination you've been using.
No, that's fine. So
Okay.
what's inside the?
Like sunlight is pouring through the high vaulted chamber, through all the stained glass windows on the north and south walls. You see these big openings here they're basically full of stained glass. But this room is
Okay.
basically empty apart from rows of plain wooden benches, although some at the entrance have been pushed aside and there's it's like stains of blood around as if there was a fight of some sort. And into the west
Information
wall,
hub looted.
and in the west
I can
wall,
hear you.
north of the pulpit. Oh, sorry. My mistake. Hold on a second. Go
Okay,
go
sorry.
back. There is actually a separate map for this.
Okay.
Ah.
Could you move back so I can grab you? There you are. Thank you. I was wondering it was referencing
There's some
5A and 5B. I was thinking, no, this is 5. Okay. Can you see? If you just scroll up to the top right on the page.
Oh. No. Oh, yes. Yes, I see it. Okay.
Did you just move? Oh, okay, there.
Yeah, I've just duplicated your tokens.
Okay.
Yes.
So yes, we can see. Okay. Well, I suppose they'll continue to investigate. Peregrine is going to be in search of the way that the bell was rung.
Okay, that'll be through this closed door, and that's the pulpit where you climb up and
Okay.
do your sermons
What
and
does-
stuff.
What does she see?
At the top of the pulpit, she sees like two large tomes, one either thing, as if like one does the dawning and one does the forest.
Okay. Can she
Time to
examine
be
these
a priest
tombs?
and look around.
Tomes, as in books.
I know. Tomb. Tome.
Yeah, it's fine. Yes.
Yep. You can examine them if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, I will examine them. What do you? Do I need to roll another investigation? I think we can just safely say I'm gonna roll another 23. for
Okay.
because I
Yeah.
rolled
you can search
23
through,
like 3 times in a row.
You can search through, and they just appear to be, the religious texts of defining the order of service for both one god and then the other god of Northander. And Phil, you might have to help me with this pronunciation. Melikili.
I'm not sure. I've only ever read it. I've never seen it.
How the hell do you pronounce that? Melikiki.
Yeah,
It
that's fine.
sounds Hawaiian.
A little bit.
No, yeah.
Anyway,
It's goddess of the forest, so it might be some Celtic. So I don't know.
she'll examine them and then kind of politely put them back before moving on in search of where
Miliki.
where's the closed door? Right here.
Yeah, 2 seconds. I just need to adjust something.
Jason would
Oh.
definitely know Miliki. He's like
I do so love seeing a pair of goblins.
Yes, as you push the door in there, you see a couple
Oh,
of
shit.
goblins snoring away on what looks to be like a bedroom and the steeple itself. They look as if the ones that caused the rampage.
She slowly closes the door behind her.
Okay,
And
this is when you
goes
roll just a
in-
bit of stealth, and they just see if you botch anything. It's basically that. It's more
You know
for
what?
it's more for
She's-
carriage win.
She's not going to roll. She's not going to close the door. Instead, she's just going to step back.
But the moment you say there are goblins in there, Elras
I d-
sneaks on, draw his sword, he's ready to Kududraden while they are asleep.
Okay, what is your alignment out of interest?
His neutral should be.
Just neutral.
Just they poked me
Maybe-
and they nearly killed me. I have an open
I tug on your shoulder and go like, shh. Maybe we should interrogate them instead.
Anyone who's is moving and making noise like you just did, just roll a stealth.
Yep. Good thing I have disadvantage on this. Oh yeah,
Why do you have disadvantage?
because I'm using a scale mail.
Oh.
Me too. I'm happy they're 18 and 19.
Ah, yes.
Okay, you basically just go shh rather too loudly. I know it doesn't make sense because you're in scale mail, and that's why you got
Yeah, it's
disadvantage. But
It's fine.
and
It's
the,
clanky.
the goblin.
It's because I pulled up the shoulder, and
Okay, so I
all my
reach
shit
my
is like.
rope, and if the goblin move, I just smack them with, back either with the hilt or with the flat part of the sword.
Okay, well, we'll have to roll initiative because there is definitely a surprise round for some of you, but not for others.
Us.
Yeah,
It would seem Numerous has inherited Solomon's curse of never rolling high initiative.
pretty much, yeah. In fact, I will do them both as separate entities because I can. So, do you see the names?
Wow, we got the same initiative, all of us, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. Caradrin, you pass the stealth, so you get to go.
Nice.
It's time to go back to sleep.
So you just go shh. Okay. So that's condition is unconscious. Thump.
Let's tie them up.
Why I cannot sleep.
Okay. You miss yours because you were just doing like that. Bedo is asleep. Elras, how stunned of reaction are you doing? Because you said you were hitting one as soon as it became awake. Is that still the case? Remember, this is all happened in a very quick succession. So as in basically this entire round takes 6 seconds. So you would hear Keridin muttering and a goblin getting sleepy perhaps, but then you are reacting and your aim was to try and knock unconscious or knock out or something, was it? Are you still going to take that, or are you going to try and stop yourself and just say, nope, the situation's been dealt with?
Simer, you're muted.
No, because they are unconscious right now, and Edoras, or we saw once, Cedrin used the sleep spell.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you recognise the sleep spell, so that's good.
Especially because either she's muttering it, what language? Elvish?
Elven, probably.
Yeah,
It's-
and I understand it's my mother tongue, so yeah. I would recognize the words, and so let it happen.
Okay.
Start to tie them up. So hemp rope, I got.
Yep, you can tie them up. That's no problem at all. This room is basically like a bed chamber, and you see a big rope swinging from side to side, obviously connected to the large brass bell at the top of the tower. In fact, there's a shocking draft. It makes you wonder why they had a bedroom here in the first place.
Survival or nature tying someone up?
I
Survival.
think it's just not.
If you want
really
to see
gonna
it,
make us roll for it.
I normally don't. It just depends how good his knots are.
Yes, they are magnificent.
You were obviously a sailor in a previous life.
Oh, he's an outlander. He's a trapper.
Yeah.
He's got that shit.
Okay.
It's a good thing that we brought these barbarians to to do all the wilderness stuff. So let's okay. I help disarm them. So they don't have any daggers or swords. Or
They've just got like rusty old scimitars, which even glancing at you, just think, no one in their right mind will actually buy these.
Yeah. I just put. I don't want to. It's not for loot. It's for so that they don't cut the ropes.
Yes.
So should we try and talk to them?
Okay. Are you doing anything else in this room? We're just going to talk to them.
Well, she's gonna examine the area just a bit. She's not gonna touch anything because she seems to understand. Look with your eyes and not your hands.
Don't fall into this strange pits. You get in there. Okay, so looking around, you notice that this room has been ransacked. The same thing with the pulpit as well. A few things were messed around and blood, and you do get the sense that this has been looted. The tomes on the altar were left pretty much as is because books don't sell for anything, do they? But you do notice 2 sacks, one close to each of them.
My server has been disconnected. Fantastic.
Let's have a look.
Yes, she will gesture to these sacks and be like, I believe they have attempted to make off with the belonging temple.
Well, let's check it out.
Okay.
Open the sacks.
The sack to the south contains 3 blocks of incense, a silver holy symbol of Malikihi, shaped like a unicorn's head, and some stolen but pretty much worthless personal affection, like a carved stone ring which could be sold for nothing at all or anything to the right person, but it's pretty much meaningless. The sack in the north holds 3 empty vials and an unlocked tiny chest containing some coins.
Okay.
I've just pasted the details in.
So can you post that in the?
It's posted.
I'm not even sure.
Yeah, we just lost connection, so I'll try and restart.
Yeah, I've been interrupted myself as well.
Oh, just got kicked out. God dang it.
Why do it always update on a Thursday? It's so annoying.
It's weird because it's the best day for gaming.
It is for me.
In my opinion, yeah. Because it's all the other days are.
Although I did game on Wednesdays, and my other group finally got to Omu on level 6.
Nice, they're gonna die.
Actually, they're very effective, I'll have you know.
Yeah, just
Herodwin will take a moment to carefully return the personal effects to any shelving that she notices, because clearly this is
there are some shells, but honestly, I'm going to tell you because you're actually smartish. And how wise are you actually?
Yeah.
I'm logging in now.
How wise is Keridwin?
I can't hear anything. Elvis. What are you saying, Elvis?
Killing could take care of the pressure for today until I get a better computer.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, it's fine.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Are you doing it, Jillian, or should I do it?
I can do it. I don't mind doing it at all.
Cool.
Instinctively, I always end up.
It's all yours.
Okay. I'm just gonna take.
Hey, you got your instance now.
Yes.
What is Keridwin's wisdom? I know your intelligence is high. What's your wisdom now?
My wisdom is 15.
Okay, so you got high mentalist stats. So I'm going to give you this for free. It's basically as you are thinking about putting them back, you realise this could not come from this house. It could have come from another place.
Oh.
So you just thought that putting them back would just could be nothing, because this could be Jeff's, and Jeff doesn't live here. It's Dave who lives in this house.
Oh, okay. So she supposes she'll put them in to the party treasure and return them to whoever they happen to stumble across, in the hopes that they will know.
Yeah, it's pretty much like maybe a shiny stone, or something that's worthless in monetary sense, but could be more valuable as a personal object, or because it's a bit shiny.
Okay, so she'll put that away, and
I do like the description of Vrax that holds 3 empty vials that used to contain holy water. He drank them.
yeah.
I mean, what would
Okay.
you do if you didn't know what it was?
So she will set this all down. I'm not adding the loot immediately into the party treasure chest, because Peregrine is the type who's like, oh, this is not mine. I should not immediately assume I am allowed to take it. When it comes to, coins. But she will look to the others and be like, I found incense, which I can use to summon forth an owl.
How's it feel not to be just stealing things, by the way?
What?
How's it feel not to just be stealing things, a la Athea?
Or Charity.
Yeah,
and
I'm
excuse
up for it.
me,
I think
Athea didn't steal anything.
She just said.
She just happened to.
She just said, "This is mine,"
She
and
just
just told people.
No, she just tossed. They solved the problems, and she tossed it into her sarcophagus that she lugged around, and figured, oh, well, we'd figure out what to do with it later.
Anyways, I think it's fine that you use the incense to summon your familiar. We can use it out for life while we're in here,
Yes. We will
and then we can return the personal effects to people if we find the people.
Yes. So she'll summon forth a new owl, and then I assume everyone will.
It takes an hour. Maybe we should interrogate the others. Meanwhile.
Yeah. While you guys do that, she will go and summon forth an owl, because let's be honest, Peregrine doesn't know how to talk to people.
What languages do you speak?
What?
What languages do you speak?
She speaks Common, Draconic, Elvish, Giant, and Sylvan.
Okay, nothing we're gonna need here then. What about you, Elras?
So, I muted myself. I'm speaking Common, Elvish, Giant, and Primordial. Why are you laughing?
That's just all these exotic languages. Like, let's hope that the goblins speak.
Common because of my father. I'm talking Elvish because of my mother.
No, it's the primordial.
Giant because I'm thinking
We all speak.
Yeah,
We
and
all
Primordial because
Got
I think as I'm wandering around with my Hexblade patron, he talked to me a little bit of Primordial so I can communicate with the elements, because in the wilderness they are the only thing I can talk to.
It's fine. Finally, I'm just. Yeah. It's because we want. In this case, we might want someone who speaks Goblin, but none of us does. We all speak like Elven. Well,
No, don't speak like goblins. Speak like stinky goblins.
such a shame.
Yes.
Okay, so I think Numerous and Elras should probably take the lead on interrogating the goblins, because they are the power people.
Yes.
So let's put them together.
Is anyone else got the
Possibly
Stan Bush
separate
theme
them
tune in
to-
their head right now?
Hmm?
Anyone else got Stan Bush in their head right now?
Stan
No.
Bush.
You've got the touch. You've got the
no,
power.
Okay.
I'm taking an owl, and I'm putting it in front of me. Oh, I now have my owl.
That's the
I hope
owl I
that's
created
okay.
for you, wasn't it, I believe?
Yeah, it's the one that's attached, like
Yeah.
right underneath her.
Good stuff.
Okay.
So Elris, if you take the lead on these guys. J- uh,
No offense, but I
Flashing
can barely
water.
understand Simon right now today. You're very, very quiet.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
yeah.
No, who can hear me clearly?
I can hear you
I
very clearly.
can.
Yeah, it's
It's
just
only Bowley.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't increase your volume above 100%. It's really annoying for me. How the hell do you increase your? I want to just increase the volume more than 100%.
You should click on my. You could increase it to 200%.
Yeah, use the volume, and it's right at the top. Oh, it's because I'm using the web interface. That's why.
What's the web interface?
It's just a browser.
Browser, yeah,
Okay.
because the app doesn't work very well for me. Okay, I'll see if I've got another volume I can. Everything's at max.
So I'm already down 2 of my spells.
Oh, you can cast Find Familiar as a ritual.
Oh, that's right.
That's what wizards are for. It's for ritual casting.
Okay, you'll have to just help me with Simon. So when he speaks, everyone else be quiet, and I've just got to stop listening to the whining of my server behind me.
Okay. I try. Alright. I would splash some water in the face of the goblin.
Okay, you wake this one up, and he goes, "Vakiki, vakiki, vakiki chugaka waka."
I draw my sword, pointing at him. Listen, you lizard.
Iki, no,
Common, my friend. You can speak common.
Iki, oh, and he makes a symbol with his finger, which is not very polite.
Can I stab his hand?
I'm gonna say this is an intimidation. So you roll intimidation.
23. Common, do you speak it, friend or foe? What happened
Ik?
here? Your friend attacked us and we killed them. And if you don't want to die, you have to speak up.
Oh no! Oh boy.
He faints.
That went well.
I splash some more water into his face.
He's out for the count now. This one, you've obviously picked the most cowardly goblin you can find.
Fuck it.
That says a lot.
I go to the other one in that case. and
Caradwin
repeat
kind of
again.
looks at Malcolm and she's like, as she's in the process of summoning her owl, she's like, perhaps he is not the best suited for such discussions.
I think I did pretty well.
you stabbed him and he fell unconscious.
Be glad I didn't make you roll damage.
I stabbed his hand because he showed me the bird.
He's a goblin. What did you expect? Maybe try and be more respectful and polite. He is a prisoner after all. He can't hurt you.
Well, technically, he
That's
shows you the
polite.
finger because you had tied his hands in front of him, so he just like bing, flicked a finger up.
Just you are in complete control. No need to lose your.
So
You have a lot to learn, young
I
one.
go between them and I slowly tap this one awake.
Okay, this one, Grogger goes up and you goes, Mimo.
I'm offering some water. Just
Good.
water skin to his mouth if he wants to drink.
Humi.
Oh boy.
Oh,
No,
Elfie.
See, and I show him my ears.
Elfie squishy.
Oh boy.
What happened here? We found you here, unconscious.
No, 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 you didn't. She
Don't
hears
hide up.
that.
Remember, you're casting a spell, so as much as you want to butt in, I'm afraid you are casting a spell in another room. You can shake your head if you want to.
Tell us. If you tell us what happened, we can free you. But right now, I don't know if it's just a trap or what happened. If you help me out, I can help you out.
You free us, we go, we take loot, you die.
Ah, so you speak common. Wonderful. So tell me, what happened here?
Back off.
What? Happened to fuck off?
I think Numerous stands behind Elres and brandishes his greatsword, like leaning on it.
Okay, I'm going to ask Numerous to do an intimidation check now.
As an answer his questions, I'll cut your head
Now
off.
I play the nice cop because they say I have to be nicer.
What does Numerous get for his intimidation roll? Of cracking his knuckles or whatever he's doing.
He's a big guy, so he's like,
He's a big guy, but he's still. Yeah, thank you.
Nice.
it just took like 7 years to roll.
How much do you want for the big one?
The big one wants to kill you because he thinks you are a threat. I think you're just
You make a good slave.
a victim. So, if you don't want the big one chopping you off, you maybe give me something that I can convince the big one not to kill you.
Now, you see here, you want information. That gives me power. You silly man, you silly elf. You go squish, squish, squish. Goblin always win.
And what would the goblin want for information?
He glances towards the Saxons and then grins. Elfie dead? Golden pocket. Fun time.
Elven dead?
Elfie.
We can just send him to Maglubiet, Numerous says. Send him on his way to his maker.
Well, I have to agree. I don't think he will give us what we need. I stand up and draw my sword slowly.
What happened here, Goblin Filth?
We saw. Empty. Good stuff. Loot. You want that? I could sell the axe and get you mucho copper. You like copper, dumb human? Copper good, yes. We take shiny,
I
shiny
pretend
no
to
good.
listen, I pretend to take measure, like at the head, and like as I practicing to chop his head off with one swing, just get myself ready to execute him.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you never can imagine. He doesn't say that. I couldn't resist.
It would. It would. True. He would go to the afterlife and fight the eternal war.
Now, you see here, I've got information that I know you want. You're not gonna kill me.
Well, you're not giving us the information, so we're worthless. So yeah. And I
You
chopped
let
some
us go, we give you
I
more.
will Just
Win.
nip them by a
We
ear.
take shinies, we go,
Oh.
go, go.
You have to prove that the information that you have is valuable. That it's worth your life. Give us an example.
Carrigan's just over here like.
You got these two beefy barbarians interrogating a goblin. It's like, ugh. I think Malcolm is outside, keeping watch.
We saw where everyone went. We saw where everyone went.
You saw where who went?
City.
Everyone.
The village people.
Oh.
They went west because life is peaceful there.
No, Carradwin has an idea of where they might.
No, you didn't get the joke.
Go west.
I just said the village people. They
They went west,
west.
as in go west.
go west.
Okay.
Life is peaceful there. Go west.
Is Carradwin allowed to say anything or not?
You are trying to
Nah,
concentrate on the
you're in
spell.
another room, I think.
Yeah, she has her little. ritual.
However much you want to
Like-
butt in, I'm afraid you have on the ritual spell.
Okay, fair enough.
Beating with those somatic opponents.
Can I use prestidigitation to create like a little coin or a little golden statuette in my hand and then let it disappear again?
Yes, although that's Arcana. By the way, I'm purposely giving one advantage on all the rolls and the other one disadvantage on the rolls, just to screw with you. That's why one fainted wants me an
Roll
arsehole.
Arcana?
Basically, he just goes, "Fear, Shemi does it better. Needs bigger ears, not pointy like Elf."
Now, both Numeros and Elras are outsiders. Could they? I mean, they should be able to track a bunch of
Yeah.
village people.
Potentially,
the-
yes. It depends how much you want this
So what
goblin
should we do
information.
with them? Should we let them in here? But I would like to have the rope back. So
No, sorry, Elras, you didn't need to roll Arcana. It was the goblin rolling Arcana to figure out the best digitation.
so okay.
Yeah, I made one a smarter goblin, one a thick goblin, so one gets advantage and everything, one gets disadvantage and everything.
But it would seem the goblins are just looters, and that someone else came in here and stirred shit up. I mean, the goblins didn't place the boulders here, right?
You have heard of times where goblins use war machines, but there doesn't seem to be any evidence of war machines.
Yeah, and also that would be the other kind of goblin, not these tiny fuckers here.
So, deal? You give us stuff, we tell you stuff, we go, happy, bye, smelly elf.
It's up to you. As far as I'm concerned, no harm, no foul. I mean,
they did.
Numulus last time demonstrated that he's fine with just like killing them so they can't kill in the future.
Oh, I know that. You're a bunch of bastards.
I'm not. Malcolm is. He wouldn't kill prisoners. That seems dishonest.
Normalis is chaotic, but also good.
Yeah, I think he's on the. He does what is necessary to.
Does what is necessary, but at the same time,
to win the good fight. Whereas I'm kind of good in a different way, as in I fight the good fight too.
I would say that Normalis is more about he's more willing to let the goblins go if it's going to help like other more innocents down the long run. So he's willing to let a bit of evil slide, that sort of thing.
Exactly. Yeah. I think so too. But that's not really the situation right now, because right now they seem like.
They intend to do harm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm having fun just being a goblin asshole.
Well, if we let him go, he will just try and murder and steal from the next one.
I mean, they literally just said that.
I just, inside of the first goblin, I go there and coup de grace this one.
It's pretty brutal. Numula says.
Then slowly walks over to the other one with blood dripping off my sword.
Numula says to you that in Elven that maybe if we release him, he will lead us back to his tribe, or he could lead us to the village if the goblins were the ones who took the villages.
I not. You little fucker, you get a special place. I take his rope and drag him outside.
Okay, we'll move to outside. Go back in there, by the way, please. So, copy.
Can I purposely miss him and cut the ropes so he becomes free?
Are you
like a bluff?
Are you letting him free?
Yeah, because we want to see where he runs.
Okay.
Are you doing that while Caradwin is doing her ritual?
Okay, he's doing bonus action disengage and he's going to leg it.
That's fine.
Thump. So, pretty much. You're just going to leg it.
Malcolm is probably like, what's going on?
Are you pursuing, or are you just going to watch him just run away?
I mean, I look confused at Elras and Numulus. I mean, they I think Numulus is getting his scent, if you will, like he's getting ready to track him down, and
So
maybe
Elras.
Maybe climbing up into one of the towers to take a look where in the direction he's running.
He's pretty much gone now.
Yeah, well, where does he run off to?
Yeah, because we purposely let him.
Why am I inside again?
He went.
Okay.
It's almost as if you probably should have spoken with the rest of the party before deciding to let him go.
He just ran off ran us in the foliage and just disappeared. Just gone.
Yeah, it's fine. Who cares? It's goblin. Like I can't go outside with my character.
No, but you can use the other characters into there. If you
No, I wanted Malcolm to be outside to keep a.
Oh, sorry. There we are.
There we go.
And Normalis, and I'll just
move
Caradwin out as well. Is there these are blocked out, yeah.
Can we assume that she completed the ritual? Are we?
Yes, that took about 10 minutes, so.
It takes an hour actually. The ritual. It's an hour and 10.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll say that took about 10-15 minutes, and then you had another 40 minutes. You just go
Yeah, we'll just wait.
staring at El, just going, what the fuck did you just try and do?
Okay. So Caradwyn will finish her ritual, and then she will stand up with her new owl on her shoulder, and she will look at all of the party, and she will say, "There is a big fort down south. I can only assume that is where the people are. However, there might be more held up inside of the individual houses. So I suppose we should check those first and then make our ways south."
Well,
It was completely unnecessary to release that goblin.
Without either releasing it.
Perhaps next time you should wait until the rest of the party can communicate their thoughts on the matter before you take such bold actions.
Would you have killed him instead? Malcolm asks.
I am uncertain, but at the point is, perhaps before you make such decisions, you should wait for the rest of the party. But alas, it does not matter anymore.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to take a chance. It's fine. But I agree. Maybe. Oh. Let's have a look at the next houses. After you, good sir, and I point towards Numerous, who goes first.
Okay, which residence are you heading towards next?
North.
This large one here?
Yeah.
Okay.
My connection is pretty dodgy onto Roll20, but...
Okay, no problem. Just give me 2 minutes. Just need to to the toilet.
Right. I wish I could see the full place, but let's see. There is Area 1 to look at.
There's a lot of unneeded shit. There's a lot of unneeded dynamic lighting in this adventure.
Yeah, it's very, very obnoxious. It makes it really difficult to just kind of look at anything.
Yeah, and it loads slower, and it's not great.
There's here. I'm trying to move Caradwyn around while I make notes of places to look at, which I find very difficult to do.
Okay, so you're labeling all the places that I take it.
Yeah, can you turn off this dynamic lighting? It's really obnoxious.
I can turn off some dynamic lighting.
Like, it's very hard to see the map and plan anything.
Okay, I'll turn off some, but not all. Like, ding.
I mean, I get that we don't need to see the castle, for instance, but like the outer walls and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just cleaning that up now, actually.
Yeah, it's just also for your own sake, because I imagine that you have enough things to load.
Yeah. Okay, there's nothing in any of these. By nothing in any of these, I mean for nothing you can see that's really not all you see anyway. That should help a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot better. Thanks. Yeah. This also confirms, like, we can see the that there are holes in the roofs and stuff. We couldn't see that before, so that's a sad detail to miss.
Yeah, honestly, I never even checked out the dynamic lighting map. I just thought it was just these weren't there because there was nothing to see.
Yeah. I mean, I seem to. Yeah. I thought
I
that
will
would be
admit
hard.
the dynamic lighting on this module is a lot worse than it is. I won't say Tomb King and stuff like that.
They probably went all in on it.
No, this is like was it Storm King's Thunder, like one of the first ones? It's like the second one or something like that.
I think the Horde of the Tyranny of Dragons was the first 3, and then Storm King's Thunder right after, right?
Yeah.
So, or maybe there was. I think it was Storm King's Thunder right before Tomb of Annihilation, maybe.
Yeah, they definitely learned a lot in Tomb of Annihilation because the dungeons especially are much better, much more set up and much more detailed. And they use like rollable tokens and things like that, and the map scale is always perfect on the same one every time and stuff.
Yeah, same for
Avernius, that's the latest one.
Yeah.
When you look,
It's
it's obvious that there's care being taken into it, or special maps being created and stuff.
Okay, so I just went around with numbers of places to look through.
Ironically, the next almost every single one is just next to my number, so it's going to confuse the hell out of me.
Okay. So,
Let's check the building first, because I mean, who wants to check graveyard? That seems weird.
FYI, when you get chance, Phil, you know all the number markers you get in the GM layer.
Yeah.
Do you know how to when you shift click and then you can save it? Is it possible to save all these numbers, because like the 2A, 3B, and all that lot? If you just like send them in a zip file to me or something like that, because I would go through them like crazy. Because if I want to have one. So
What are you talking about?
When you're on the GM layer and you see like the token, you won't be able to. In fact, I'll just show you what this is. So that's my number 3, for example. And you just shift Z, and then you can right click, save image as. See if you get a chance. Just go through and just go through all and give me all the numbers that are on Avernius, and I'll add it to my collection. I'll send you all the numbers I've got, because they're really handy. Really handy for building adventures. Because then you can just copy and throw a number on, and you just go, location 3 or location 5. But unfortunately, I'm like missing 19, because for some reason I have 19 A, B, and C, but no 19. That sort of random stuff.
Okay. Yeah. I'll see if send me a PM about it, because I'll forget by the end of night.
Yeah. When I'm next doing an adventure, I'll just remember about that and I'll send you it. But
okay, moving forward.
Sorry about that. So, which area are you looking at first? Number 3?
Yeah, we're checking out number 3.
Which is number 8. Okay, outside you see an ornate iron-wrought sign swinging slow in the wind, and it's and it just says rather than symbols, it actually just says Nightstone Inn, just swinging slowly in common. And a little stand sticks out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be judgmental here and say that Numerous breaks in the door because it might have alcohol. And Malcolm says, "Watch out! The building is a bit unstable." But Numerous doesn't care because he wants beer.
Okay, I will move you over to the map for this. So, ding, ding, ding. You are going to the.
Is the building stable? That's why I rolled.
Well, there's a stable next to it.
It doesn't seem to have hit any of the supporting structures.
No, you can go into it. Yes.
Okay.
In fact, I will put you on the ground floor. Oh no, sorry, that's the wrong map.
I mean, I wouldn't destroy any more walls or roof. But
okay, you went into this area here. If you go look to the right again, you'll be able to see.
Yep.
So the dynamic lighting's off because this is on a separate part, as you can tell. And let me.
I wonder what the scale is on this map for when you're playing in real life.
See, these are the reasons why I wanted to upscale the thing, because for these sort of things, it's so clustered and tiny, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean you'd need an A0 poster if you wanted to play at a table.
Oh, yeah. If I ever do this again, I'll be upscaling on the maps. And have you seen those tables where you can, put like a 40-inch screen underneath the table, and you like take a bit of wood off, and then you move.
Yeah, I was considering building one of those.
Yeah, I will do that as well at one point.
But I got really lazy and I didn't want to anyway.
Oh, it will work fantastic. Just full screen Roll20 and close off all the chat stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I bought an extra screen just for it, but I was like, yeah, and didn't work with the. There's some shading issues when you look at things from odd angles that screens are not used to.
Yeah,
But
you need to have a more expensive. You need to have a more expensive TV, but yeah. Anyway, aside from that.
Yeah. So now it's my YouTube stream. Anyways, let's
Nobody watches
let's
these. We're fine.
let's loot this in. Over here and
okay. You're in you open the kitchen door. And
Great
this
sword.
place looks thoroughly looted, as far as you can tell.
Okay, I can't see
although
anything.
there is a dead goblin in the corner who was seen to be stabbed by in the back, actually.
Wow, Caradwin, that was an awful roll. That's literally a 2.
I think Nomalus wants to go inside the next room. But
Okay,
can't.
can you not go into? Okay, I'll just move him over. Sorry about this. Yeah, there's a dead goblin who was stabbed in the back. He's laying on his sack of goodies though,
Oh,
which is odd.
and look,
Okay, his
is
sack.
he truly dead?
Yes, he looks quite recently dead actually. Maybe something came in during the night. Or maybe there's an
I see.
argument over something.
Yeah, stitches get snitches. Wait.
Yeah.
I think Malcolm is going to analyze the impact angle of these boulders, because he has a suspicion, but he doesn't want to say anything until he's done with it. I mean, they all came down from certain directions, right? But
Okay, I'm gonna say roll
investigation.
disadvantage. Yes. This is like analytics and like factoring vectors, and it's full on maths here.
Yeah,
and
I'm an
his
investigator.
and his culture is not necessarily that sort of bent. It's more about tactics and war. So he might be able to say that it might have come from this way, but he's trying to compare the two different angles, so it's slightly different. So it's
Yeah, that's right.
Caradwin will examine.
Oh, I use guidance as well. 6. Damn it. Never mind.
A boulder landed in this room. Also landed in the next room as well.
Oh.
That's what you discover.
Okay. What about his bag?
Okay.
That's true.
As you're rooting through, I'm going to say his name is Gum Gum. As you're rooting, as you look through his bag, you notice that it's mainly just food and stuff like that. But dug down, if you actually digged into the bag, you realise, oh, there's bits in here as well. So it's like the bag has already been looted, but the person was interrupted before they got to the bottom and the good stuff. So it's mainly food in this. But right at the bottom was the good stuff that nobody saw. So it's like a block of cheese, a cooked chicken, a frying pan, an iron pot, bullseye lantern, 2 flasks of oil, a set of cook's utensils, a jar of cloves, a jar of saffron, a dented silver mug, and the cracked hourglass.
Okay. Caradwin will put that in the party treasure chest.
Copy paste. Yep.
Jar of saffron worth 1 GP is like a jar of saffron worth 1 GP. Is like that should be worth more. I feel.
Well, it's a tiny jar.
Yeah. And also, I mean, saffron might be plenty in this planet, right? So,
Saffron's expensive in our world because it's labor intensive. That's basically the only
Yeah.
reason. But
But it
labor and life is cheap here.
Yeah, exactly. And magic. Who knows?
Yeah.
And also,
Just
I-
in large
this is
saffron
totally
plants. More
totally
saffron.
unrelated. I was considering making an alchemist with cook utensils, and all his spells were like food.
So she is going to return to the kitchen, the frying pan, the iron pot, the 2 flasks of oil, the cooked utensils, the cooked chicken, the block of cheese, and she's gonna pause for a moment for taking a muffin and just kind of nibbling on it because there's no harm. It you know, and the rest, which is a little bit worth anything.
The flasks of oil are always useful.
Oh, so we'll hold on to the flasks of oil then.
For what it's worth, I also feel kind of terrible about looting these people.
Yes,
Um,
she's.
Are we on a mission to rescue them, by the way? I just want to make.
No, right now we're just investigating.
No, I'm asking. I mean, Sutherland is the one who hired me for my services, right? So, I kind of regard her as the leader right now because she's the one with the calling and all.
Caradwin will put anything of actual worth into the treasure
Car-
chest.
Caradwin.
Okay, this is
To
kind of
return.
odd. Is anyone else going into this room, by the way?
Yeah, in a bit.
And
I'm just
she'll
asking
kind
Caradwin
of-
something.
Well, I assume that should be what we are doing. That and finding anything that might, be of worth to them and returning it.
Yeah.
So yes, I will say we should most likely people and see to their well-being.
I agree. I'm moving into what rooms are there left? There's one over here, or is it just a cabinet?
Okay, I'm going to put you into the southern room. And you
Yeah.
notice the same thing. Normality, just looking up and just staring and just going, huh. Because in this room there's like a dead goblin that's blood still trickling out of a chest wound with a crossbow bolt stuck in, and above the ceiling, in the hole in the roof, there's like a crossbow light going side to side to side to side, fully armed, very nervously flipping back and forth. The ceiling.
What?
What is in this room here?
I didn't get that at all. Okay, so there's a dead goblin, right? Who's
This-
just
this-
been shot,
Dead goblin.
and is there,
Yes.
and there's a guy there or a person there with
no,
a crossbow.
no. In the ceiling, there's a massive hole in the roof where the stone came in, and you can see the edge of the crossbow flitting back and forth, just looking around for more targets with an arrow glinting, looking for a new victim. And the mouse
So
looking, just going, huh.
okay, so you can see someone holding a crossbow, or is it like a floating crossbow?
In on the next floor.
Ah, okay, I see, I get it.
Yeah.
I get
So it's a
What
hole,
is
hole in the
here?
ceiling. Sorry.
it. I yell out, "Hello, anyone there?" We
I'll
are-
go back. So I'll go back to Athea now.
Yep, cool.
Caradrin.
Yeah, where
It'll
Just
take me a
quickly
few sessions to
before
get
she-
to for me to stop calling you Athea.
what is here? Just real quick,
That
a
is
pantry or something.
yeah. Got the oven here, and like that's like a support. No, that's a door.
Yeah, what
Can
what
I
what
whisper to
opens
Malcolm
there?
that I could drag him down with my spell if we need to?
You walked into the shattered wall basically into the kitchen area. But that's
Yeah, but what does this door do?
that opens to the outside.
Okay, thank you. That's all I needed. Okay, she will move after them.
So what was that, Eldros?
If I can ask in a whispering tone to Malcolm,
Whispering, could you
drag him
speak
down
up a
with the
bit?
spell if we have to.
You want to drag the person from the other, from above down with the spell.
I nod to Malcolm and just
Did I lose connection? What happened? Oh, Simon, you're cutting out when you Are you using push to talk or?
I'm just mute and unmute myself.
Ah, okay.
Maybe in that case I just read an action. If they attack, I Eldritch Blast, Grasp of Hadar him from there. Otherwise, I just stay put.
Yeah, let's try and talk to them first. Which is why I call out, like, hello, anyone there?
Get away!
So my name is Malcolm. We are adventurers. We're not here to harm anyone. We just came upon your little village.
Adventurous! Don't let me laugh.
Wait, is he
She.
speaking with an accent?
She.
Okay.
Sorry.
Can I move into this room too?
Yes, I'll
Possible.
move you over.
I mean, we're human, right?
My owl too, please.
Hold on, yeah. There we go.
So hey, don't calm down. We're not here to hurt you. Can you see us?
She's not looking your direction. The crossbow is facing. Hold on. This will be a doodle moment. Why is my colour still yellow? What's a nice bright red? Okay, like there's a big hole here in the ceiling, and you just see like the crossbow like pointing out round there. So obviously she's up here at the other thing, so she's won't. So she's just calling through when it's down. Does that make sense? So she won't be able to see you at all. She's just the dead goblin is basically here.
Okay. I'll move into view while taking the dodge action, being ready to pull my head back because I want to see. I want to show her that she can see me. And I look like an adventurer, right? I'm carrying a uniform and tons of gear.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a perception for her to see if she actually notices.
I have a guard's uniform on as well, in the style of like.
Holy crap, she's good. Okay, she just goes. Okay,
I have my hands up as well. It's like, hey. She doesn't sound like a goblin, so.
Okay, you see a woman with long straw blonde hair down to her shoulders, with like muck and blood smeared across her face as if she's been through a lot, and she's leveling a crossbow straight at your chest and just says, "All right, let's talk."
So, are you alright? What happened here?
What do you think happened here? We got attacked, then looted. It's not good.
By what? I mean, we found goblins, but what are these rocks? And
Oh dear.
where are the people?
You can't even figure this one out. What'd you think through fucking rocks this size? Bloody giants, didn't they?
Ah, giants. That was what I was suspecting.
I
Well,
Well,
knew this.
duh.
My home was also destroyed by giants throwing rocks.
Well, live somewhere else. It's not my place, this. I wouldn't live in this giant country. Bloody menace they are.
where you from?
None of your business.
Yeah, fair enough.
They killed
Where
my
are you
family.
from?
I need to know where they are.
Giants? Well, they're not here. Well, those are the left long ago. I should have left
When
earlier.
the
And where?
Elris, please calm yourself for the time being. You can ask these questions in a moment. Let us first hear what her story is, then we shall share ours.
what she said.
Looks at you and then just grumble.
Yeah, I don't know. Tit for tat. One question each. I say, I answer. Likewise.
Okay, you can ask me anything.
Who sent you here?
I looked to Caradwin. Well, you're gonna believe that we're crazy, but we're following a prophecy or premonition that our wizard discovered.
Ooh, bloody mystics,
Well-
is it? Oh dear.
Well, more like magical science. Sure.
Caradwin will slowly approach. I am coming from behind. Hello. I am the mage. Hello. she kind of waves awkwardly, like she doesn't. Hello, I'm the
Oh,
wizard.
poor dear. Yeah, you don't know what you're getting into. Ah,
Well, seems like who cares? So giants and goblins. Where are all the villages?
2 secs. Oh, well, at least someone had sense in this bloody village. Morak dragged as much as he can, and they went off after the giant attack.
Oh, they just left.
Well, as much as they could do, yeah. I mean, what are you going to do when you're being attacked by giants? First thing I'd do is bloody leave.
Wow. Is
Did
there
the
not?
giant-
Oh.
Wait, what did the giants want with this village? Why did they attack?
Hey, my question now. My question now.
Sure.
She levels a crossbow directly at you. Why did
True.
you really come here? You, not anyone
Who?
else, not the party. You. She's leveling a crossbow directly at Malcolm X.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, I'll step forward.
Mhm.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, she's just asked. That's the question she's asked. Why do you personally?
me. Well, I believe that there's magic to be found here. And this wizard is going to lead me find it. And then once I find it, I'm going to share it with as many people as I can. Because I'm sick and tired of having to fight against people
Boring. Who's
have magic.
next?
I can teach you tricks too, if you want, if you have the capacity for it.
Betsy's the only trick I need. She pats the top of a crossbow gingerly. And you get,
Sure,
you get the sense that if she pats it too hard, the arrow that would have flown would have gone straight to your heart.
A good thing I'm wearing armor. I say I'm a bit of a smith myself. I can improve your crossbow if you. And I nod to my own crossbow.
A bargain, is it? Huh. Maybe we can deal after all.
But that it requires honesty between us.
Honesty? Ah, yes. Gold.
Gold. Yeah. Maybe.
I notice you're looting the place as well. She gestures to the sacks Caudrin's been hauling around.
Yes, they are to return to the people here.
Oh, return to them. Yes. After expenses, I hope.
What use do I have for such things as a jar of cloves or a jar of saffron?
Why, to sell, of course.
But there are no people with which to sell them to.
No people here? No, of course not.
So I do not see a point in carrying around belongings.
But you are carrying
To
around the
sell.
wrong sort of things to sell. Don't you realize, little girl? Information has no weight, but is the heaviest thing you can sell.
The heaviest thing to sell?
It's worth more than its weight in gold than any sort of trinket laying in that little tiny
be the
sack
gold?
of yours.
Wouldn't that be the soul?
Why are you willing to sell? Oh, sorry, my mistake. You've already sold.
I'm gonna make an inside check. What the hell is that all about?
Exactly.
Okay, well,
Wow. Not rolling great today.
you do have an
I
advantage
will.
for that.
Yeah.
So you get the sense that she knows, or at least she suspects, that Simon's a warlock, and his soul is already, knocked off and recorded and sold elsewhere for his powers.
Okay.
Maybe it takes one to know one.
May I have a bit of insight into what she's talking about? Me?
If you want, yeah. Define what are you referring to?
What, the meaning behind riddle? What the item, this weighty item might be?
You get the sense that she deals in information, and information especially is worth a lot more than 25 gold pieces for a broken telescope.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a spy.
Interesting. Okay, so Cardwin's ears kind of pick up as she comes to this realization, and kind of pauses and kind of looks up at the hole and ponders for a moment. Interesting. So you wish to know our tales, what we know of the situation.
Well,
Oops.
naturally.
Oh.
And you've asked your questions? No, I shall ask mine. Which tribe do you come from? What's your family line? Caudrin. Of the Elvish people.
Caradwin people?
She's basically asked, because you're a high elf, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes me
She
feel
knows that, so she knows that politics and high elves are really so much entwined and stuff. So knowing your family name means that she can know more about you. And as a high elf, you're very proper and proud, and righteous about your own family name. You know all the history back, thousands of years, that kind of thing that is inscribed in the family law and stuff like that.
And Caradwin just kind of pauses and she's like, "Are you certain you wish to hear such things? It will take time. I have much of which I can share."
Oh, I've got time and a notepad.
"Oh, then by all means, I would be happy to share you family line."
Does anyone want to stop this
Yeah.
situation?
She actually seems to perk up, like, "Oh, I'd be happy to share with you the detailed history of my entire
Yeah.
family and its clan and."
It's sort of like maybe we could do this when she's not pointing at me with a crossbow.
I would have assumed that she would lower the cross if she wished to discuss such matters. It would be rather unfortunate to onto it.
It's quite
It
rude.
is. It is a several hour long discussion, is it not? I mean, there is much of which I could share. And yet, it's just you clearly get the feeling that she is fully prepared to give this woman a several hour long lecture.
Yeah, everyone in this room gets a sense that Caradwin has not spent much time in the human world where such information is actually extremely viable about getting, trade deals, and it's probably worth thousands and thousands of gold pieces if the intricacies between the elven families are known.
I mean,
so they can deal.
I would assume that elves have this is the story that we can tell these silly humans, so that.
I kind of go in this situation where Caradwin just wants to tell her everything.
Yeah, Caradwin has so Caradwin literally grew up super cloistered. She has very, very little understanding of not trusting like this who wish to learn information.
Yeah.
To her, the sharing of information is probably her favorite thing to do, and she does not place a monetary value.
I mean,
So-
I'm all for sharing, and in enlightenment and education. But maybe we should check the rest of the town and make sure that we are actually safe before we start, teaching people the intricate ways of elven fine arts.
And finances, most
I
importantly,
suppose-
trade finances, which are worth thousands to the buyer. I'm not. She's not saying that. I'm saying that to the DM.
Yeah, but then again, elves don't really
The
trade them.
thing about it is
This
that
is
also
trading.
implies that Caradwin would know about trade. She
No,
probably
but you
would not.
kind of know which families in ascendance or which families in descendants, that kind of thing. So basically, using that, humans can know which families to deal with and which families to reference when dealing with others to get a better deal. So that's the way they can make a lot of money. But you personally don't know that. But I'm just saying that's a DM. That is basically.
It's fine. It's free for us. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
I mean, it's of no value to us. So, I mean, when we have the time, I think that is an appropriate payment for information that she might have. But right now, I would like her not to point at me with the crossbow. I say out loud, and I gesticulate that I haven't really passed this whole pointing weapons at each other phase.
Oh, this silly thing? The string's not even on the back of the bolt. She doesn't move the crossbow.
I detest rogues. That's my thoughts. I mean, I used to be a guard, right? I'm like,
Would you care to join us downstairs so that we could discuss things?
I paid for a room here. You can
we
come
do
up to
have
my
some-
room if you want. I've got
Very well.
most of it left.
She actually goes to do that. Is no one gonna stop her?
that's fine. You can
Okay.
distract or whatever. And
She'll keep up.
she also gave us a lot of information anyway.
Okay, I'll paste you on the next one, so if you just look above.
Okey-dokey. She'll call out. Which room is yours?
Can you not
I
see
think
that?
Normalus goes with you because he's trust.
So she'll come in and she'll
You notice, even in your, knowledge-inspired state, the string is still in the back of the bolt.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not pointing at me anymore.
No, you've moved, but it is generally just resting on her lap, just ready. She's sat cross-legged, and like a flying snake is curled around her arm and like sitting on her shoulder.
Caradwin will knock on the door and she will enter. And she will sit down next to her. So, what is it that you wish to know? And she actually looks really delighted to be able to talk about this stuff.
Oh my dear, everything.
Oh, there's so much.
Please go on.
And okay, so
we can
yeah,
we can go to the rest of the party as you are giving away your entire life story for free. I like to know. She just manipulate to you to give it away for free.
No, I mean there was no manipulation. Caradwin doesn't need to be manipulated and speak of such matters. Like, she is more than happy to just discuss these things openly and frankly. Of course, comparatively to, any high elf that would have been active in the world, she doesn't know nearly as much as
I will allow you to roll one insight check.
my character.
Yes.
18.
You do get the sense that she's leading you on in certain areas which perhaps your culture and your family might find financially inappropriate, but at the same time it's contradicting to your flaw of being so cloistered that you think you might have found a friend, so you might just want to give it away in which measure as possible. I mean, what is your flaw actually?
Oh yeah, no, she had. What is her flaw? I think it's her flaw is
you speak without really thinking.
I speak without really thinking. My words invariably insulting.
Basically, do you know the first movie in the Harry Potter series where Hagrid just goes, "I shouldn't have said that," a lot of the time.
Yeah.
That's basically what you keep saying halfway through, just going, yeah, but my uncle, he really hates that such a family. He would do everything just to get the iron supply. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. And you can almost see, like licking a pencil and just making notes and stuff.
In her defense, her actual family is less of her family than the fellow scholars. Like, she's pretty much disconnected herself with her biological family and lives with her found family. So
yeah, but you do get the sense that her questions tend to lead on to more material things that you may have noticed, but not necessarily registered too much. But it's like, I really shouldn't have said that, should I? These those sorts of questions.
But yes, no, she will spend 3 hours discussing these matters openly and frankly, and allowing the rest of the party to go about exploring as they so wish.
Yes. So the rest of the party, which is sadly only Simon and Phil.
Let's go explore the rest of this tavern, find out if there are any goblins, and then move to the next house.
Okay. Upstairs there are
3 other rooms.
There are 3 rooms.
Yeah, I think Normalos checks those out if you're not. I mean, you're busy talking, so.
Yeah, no. Do you want me to take over Jason's character? Because Caradwin's going to be busy for a while.
Yeah, that's the point. Where's Normalos?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, that's the bloody owl again. I don't want the bloody owl. I want this, Vidal Sassoon model. Come on.
And I think
Everyone wishes they had hair like that.
Numinous probably stays with you. I mean, he checks out the rooms, so you should probably stay and like make sure that you don't get shot.
I mean, there's no point in me picking up his character.
No. I mean, as in you can look.
You've got full control of his character right now. And
Okay.
I'll take off the doors because these are pretty much useless, sadly. So which
Is
one are you
there
checking
anything
out?
going on?
8E.
We'll go in this one first.
This is a vacant bedroom. It contains 2 beds, an empty wardrobe, a desk, a matching chair, and an oil lamp sits on one of the corners of the desk. Another one rests on a small table tucked between the 2 beds, and a bearskin rug lies on the floor.
Okay, so
It's basically
Nothing.
a standard tavern bedroom.
okay. Let me open up the character sheet. We'll do an investigation for anything of interest.
It's
Any
you've been
notes?
in many taverns before, and this seems to be a standard tavern bedroom. There's nothing-
Nothing that was left behind. Okie dokie. This room.
Okay, this room is slightly different. It looks like it's been lived in for quite a while, actually. Like hanging on the east wall is a tapestry depicting a mountain landscape, and tucked to the window in the southeast is a locked wooden chest. What remains of the floor is safe to walk on.
Okay. There's a locked wooden chest.
Mm-hmm.
Can we investigate that chest? Check it for traps? Or would you say would that be a perception?
It's more perception. Well, it's investigation unless you want to touch it.
Oh, investigation check.
Investigation. Yeah, you're running your hands over, and it's a tricky lock, actually.
Okay.
Bring it to me.
Okay. He will bring the entire chest.
He's got strength
to-
18. He can just shove it in his shoulders and haul it down.
Yeah.
And
Haul
as
it
you're
down.
going downstairs, you're thinking, well, and my second cousin, she was terrible. She kept buying all these dresses and stuff.
Yes. It's just, and I don't see much point to such. I mean, of course, it might have helped in the intended marriage alliances, but I mean, what man truly sees a woman for what she wears? Blah 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 blah. You know.
So you have dealings in the silk trade. Your family does it?
Oh,
Stock
very
trades.
much.
What?
What?
There's no stock exchange in Waterdeep.
She'll like he heads down with it and drops it off and he's like, it's a complicated lock mechanism here. Then kind of heads back up to leave this chest to Malcolm and Elris to go check on the last room
Yep.
over here.
Okay. We'll go down to the chest part. So,
Yes.
Normalis has just given you a massive chest. Well, not. It's quite substantial, this chest.
I'll say, Elvis, come have a look, and I'll start an incantation, and you see my tools. I sort of I do something with them, my thieves' tools, and they start to glow in a certain way. They are filled with tiny arcane runes, which is me casting guidance on myself.
Do you actually cast guidance on yourself?
Yes.
You actually get guidance as that's actually quite insane.
Yes. Well, I don't have any attack cantrips, so I only have 2 cantrips. Wow.
I could-
Wow.
What the heck was that?
That's feedback.
What do you mean by feedback?
Like a Simon.
Can you hear me now? Better, worse?
A lot
Worse.
better.
Worse.
A lot worse.
What now? Worse or better?
There's a lot of feedback.
Simon, you need to mute yourself every single time you're not speaking, otherwise you just get massive feedback. But the volume control is much better.
What do you mean by feedback?
We are
Like we
hearing.
can hear ourselves.
Yeah, we're hearing what we're saying.
Not anymore.
So you
Yeah.
you did this fancy little thing with guidance and stuff. Elras, do you have a reaction to this? If I'm quiet.
Oh man, Roll20 is really slow today.
Where on the map are you?
It's painful.
We're at the far right. We're in the tavern.
Outside or inside?
Inside, basically. I'm afraid you had trouble and you just couldn't open the damn chest at all. Whatever you're trying, yeah, like the little pots of acid and stuff, and you just end up making the situation worse. And you pull back and just think, no, this isn't working for me. I just can't open the damn thing. The chest is quite heavy though. It's at least £50, maybe more in weight.
Okay.
Why don't you have Elvis try it?
I stand back. Time to
And
use this.
Elvis magically feel as if
you get
blah, blah.
oh, blah, blah. Okay,
The
echo is really bad.
I know what's happening because I put you on loudspeakers because I need to charge my phone. So that's why you hear you.
Okay, so Elris, you step forward and you feel a burst of magic. Well, no, I mean, I'm gonna use my potent here and say he got an 18. Let's open this thing up.
Is that with guidance or without guidance?
It's Poden's first, so the roll is an 18, and then you add all the other things to it. So
Okay.
that's 20. That's 24.
Okay, you hear a click. You think, oh, this isn't working. This isn't working. This isn't working. But then you just remember that saying that that random chatty bloody elf who just won't shut up. He just says, turn left at the first hurdle, and then you just go, oh, I'll try this instead. And you just go click, 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 and it suddenly opens. And it clicks open. FYI, you need to declare that before the roll, but I'll let this slide for the first time.
No, I said it was for. Oh,
All right.
Roll anything.
Yeah, you need to say that this will be an 18 or this will be a 17. You need to declare
No,
that
I mean,
before.
I was saying it was going to be for Elric if he was going to make.
Okay, right.
But he can't.
I was about to
Can't
roll.
do so.
She rightly substituted my roll with 18, so everything was all right.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Uh,
you can't do a tools roll because you don't have the proficiency unless I. Missed
Oh,
something.
Yeah. So
I didn't know. I mean, I'm sorry. I wasn't sure. Okay, well,
it's a
you'll let us have
situation
it.
we'll need to actually understand how to use naturally. So you just need to say that, no, this is going to be an 18, this roll. And you just declare
Okay.
it from there on.
Alright,
Before it is
so-
rolled, before it is done, just say, no, this is an 18, or no, this roll is a 3, or no, this roll is a 7, or no, this roll is a blah de blah. Then the
Okey-dokey.
modifiers and
Okay.
stuff's added on. I'll like
Okey-dokey.
for the first time because this doesn't matter too much. It's just a case of
Okay.
can you open a DC-20 lock, basically.
Yeah.
And the answer is no, you can, but you've wasted your 18.
That's fine.
Yeah, we'll see what it is. I don't think they're going to be doing any more fighting for a little while.
You
Besides,
say that.
it's fine. It's fine. I still have 7 fuck someone over. It's fine.
Okay. Wow. Just try and find. This came from 8C, didn't it? The chest contains a suit of chainmail, size for a dwarf, a dwarven helm, full on horns and everything, a leather bag which holds 45 gold pieces and 2 100 gold pieces, and a strange potion, which, holding it, you just get the sense that it resonates with just the feeling that you want to do something and want to be a man and, be awesome about it.
Heroism.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's mostly completely useless.
For you.
I mean, yeah, it's heavy armor, and none of us uses any heavy armor. I'll
I'm gonna copy and paste that into our additional treasure chest for now, and we'll figure out what we're.
yeah. I mean, this pretty much confirms my suspicion that these guys didn't just walk away. Why would you leave behind a little bag containing this much values, like and your armor? These guys were definitely kidnapped. The villagers. I mean,
Okie dokie.
otherwise you would have brought your chainmail and your helmet and your valuables, right? They didn't just leave the city.
FYI, equipping chainmail takes a good 10 minutes.
Yeah, but why would you? I mean, they would have been back by now. We've stood here for an entire day, and if they just left in a hurry, why would you do that when you might as well have? I mean, you would have been back by now. Doesn't make any sense. You would also have grabbed your potion of heroism. So she's probably full of shit. And why would you leave food behind as well when you're fleeing? And also this belonged to a dwarf. I'm hard pressed to see a dwarf leave without his armor. So that's my interpretation. That's what I tell Elris anyway. Like, these guys were kidnapped, and that shady lady is untrustworthy.
FYI, going back to the Harry Potter references, do you know that journalist in book 4?
No,
Yeah. Rita Skinner or something like that.
Yep. That's who we've been channeling for her character, FYI.
Okay. What about the last room at the top?
The last room is pretty much the same as the first room. It's basically just like a standard non-lived-in room that's just ready for a guest. The only guest you've found, guest rooms you found from 8C. Sorry, this one and this one.
And this one, okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
although
he's
obviously
gonna head back
for
down.
reasons obvious, you've not obviously just gone in and started to search her room.
Yes. He'll come back and he'll convey that information that, the rest of the rooms are, barren. No one seems to have been. And, yeah. That's what's, now, Cadwin's still, spilling all the family secrets.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. If I was actually making a note to this, your family would in fact be broke in 2 years if she managed to get home with all these details.
This is also ironic. Ironically, this is all very, very old information. Keep in mind, Caradwin hasn't seen anyone in the family. for
True, but
probably,
remember
like,
that elves work on a different time scale to everything else. It's everything they do takes decades instead of weeks.
Yes, but she probably hasn't seen family for 150. So, all of this information is very old and probably well past being of anything of worth. But
To the right
that's
buyer,
the
though,
funny
it
thing.
could ruin a family and change politics, elven politics, everything like that.
Possibly.
But then you can notice it. You're like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, Uncle Alf didn't want me to say that. You kind of half realize when you're saying it, but then you still blabber on anyway.
Yeah, no, she doesn't really care because she's kind of long since given up any pretense of having a last name and being part of really an elven. She's more a sister of knowledge than she is a sister of whatever family she once was part of. If that makes sense.
Yeah, the quick quotes quill is scribing away.
Yes, it's fine.
So what's everyone planning to do? Well, you probably got about an hour before Carrigan realizes that maybe she should, ask her a question, so they're just still blabbing.
Oh no, she's probably asking her own questions as this goes on. Like, they're more, like along the same veins. Oh, what is your family? Kind of information that's pretty much useless, and she wouldn't be able to tell the difference if this woman was lying or not.
That's the thing. She just says, "Oh, it doesn't matter," but it just sounds so fascinating. I mean, seriously, he left your cousin. This, tell me more. What was the reason for this? Was it did they have a disagreement to the silk?
Oh no, merely that it merely was a matter of income. It was very unfortunate, but such is life.
You can tell, even thinking back in the back of your head, that she's a master manipulator of just getting information so easy off people.
Yeah, that it doesn't matter. Caradwin's just bumbling along like an idiot. It's fine. She has no concept of skills. That's just how.
Okay, so
Anyway, moving on.
what's the rest of you doing then?
It's up to Elras. He's in charge.
To be honest, I would love to find out what she knows about the giants. Otherwise, I would still try to explore the city.
Are you gonna cut Caradwin off and come in and be like, "Hey, can we ask you some questions now?"
Oh yes, if I can.
Okay.
Please.
All means, please.
Done yet? Can we talk about the giants that throwing boulders and everything and killing families?
Oh, those silly giants! They came in one night throwing stuff, and that weird ass dwarf dragged everyone out, and they all ran away.
2 years ago, I was wandered off in the wilderness, as I usually did. As I came home, a giant also threw a boulder at our house. And since then, family and the fucking giant who destroyed everything.
She goes, "You're not interested. Boring. Heard it before. Tell me something interesting."
Well, what does a lady like you deem interesting? If not boulder throwing giants and their whereabouts?
tell me, who do you serve?
What do you mean with this question?
News, please.
He looks confused.
I get the sense that you are, let's say, betrothed to another.
Well, I serve myself. What do you mean?
There is an aura around you which denotes someone else controls your action. No, not controls.
No, controls.
Ah, you clearly speak about the spirit of an old sword. Yeah, found it once in a cave as I was lost and looking for help. And told me if I get it out, he will lend me its power. And since then I can do cool magic shit and yeah.
This
This is so good.
What do you know about such sword?
These two are just.
She just
complete
looks at him and he's patching the shoulder. Just goes, oh dear. Well, I hope you do well with this sword.
Well, so far it was amazing, and now I can do a lot of stuff and cool stuff, and just this night I get some new stuff.
Eats.
Well, do you know something about this?
Oh, only from passing. I just think if you play with it too much, it can bite back.
Well, each time I ask the sword about his past, it just avoids the question, so, well, yeah. But it taught me how to speak to the elements. That was fun.
So what did the elements tell you?
Hardwin seems to
realize that it's time for Elris to take place, and she kind of bows while what's her face is distracted and moves on to join the rest downstairs.
because
Well, it depends. Some tell me where I can find clean water or some game. Others tell me about some riches or good herbs. And the fire, they really like to chat and play and sing and dance. That's really fun, especially at night or if you're alone. And they all have their own personalities and favorite seasons. Did you know that?
So your sword tells you when the weather changes. Is that what you're saying?
No, you have to ask the weather or the elements directly. The sword just taught me how to speak primordial. But if they don't want to talk, they don't want to talk. It's not like a druid or something like this, a divinationer. What I can do, I can shoot lightning out of my hands, and I'm amazing with the sword. It's like he guides my blade, and I will it, and he does it, and yeah.
Eat. She stands up and pats you on the arm softly and just goes, amazing with a sword. Good boy. Let's see how this works then. So you're very good at killing silly little goblins then, are you?
Excuse me, I didn't quite get that. Could you repeat it?
Sorry. Yeah, she pats you in the arm and just goes, oh, so you're very good with the sword, are you? Are you very good killing that silly little goblins which think they own the place then, are you?
Well, I killed some goblins, but last day I unfortunately got shot with too many arrows. and got unconscious due to the blood loss. But today I'm feeling much, much better and stronger.
Mute. Oh dear, what a shame. Well, I'm sure today, she gives another pat to the arm and almost a little stroke, and she just goes, "You'll be much, much stronger. Maybe you should always, protect and, help the rest of us here, because as you know, I'm quite defenseless."
Well, that's why we have to find the giants to protect you, so they don't throw any boulders anymore.
I'm sorry, this is too easy. Please have someone else join in.
What do you mean too easy? It's Elros. He just wants to find the fucking giant who's throwing boulders. But his entire stick case is looking for it for 2 years now.
Yeah, she just pats you on the arm and just goes, "Well, if you protect me, maybe I'll find the giant, and you can have your revenge. How does that sound?"
That sounds fantastic, amazing. Of course I would protect you. I will protect everyone in my
Oh
life.
god, I sound
So if you want to join our
horrible. Like,
that would be amazing. You clearly know how to go around in the places here.
As Phil says, let's please try to stop interrupting Sam when he's speaking, so just watch the mute on his stuff. But yeah, she just goes, "Yes, amazing, yes, you'll certainly be profitable."
Well, I'm pretty sure someone big like a giant, they will also have big purses.
Yes, purses. We all can, information, treasure, gold, whatever.
And what about power? Getting more power, isn't that also something to strive for? My daddy was a great adventurer, but he couldn't protect us from the giants. So if I can get more powerful, I can protect everyone from giants. And maybe even dragons, who knows?
So you want power, do you, my dear?
Step in here. I think someone's gonna have to, because Elris and Caradwin have
are completely fucking useless at social encounters.
And it's I think it's time for someone else smarter. And since Malcolm has not stepped up to plate, I think we're gonna have to move someone else in, like the bard. And he'll step in. He's like, "We need to go." And it's just like gives Elris a look like it's you need to shut up now. Like, it's time to go.
I'm really sorry, but it was just too easy for me to do that.
It's just so we have learned today that elves, half-elves, party complete morons. Like complete social morons. It's fantastic. But I think Somos or what's his face will come up and he'll be like, "Elris, we need to move."
time.
All right. Well, if you know about giants, just tell us and... Yeah, see you around. Bye.
Stay in touch. She just pats you on the shoulder as you walk past. You feel a sudden sense of warmth
Uh,
as the human touch just hits you on the shoulder slightly.
and then they leave, dragging Elra. He leaves, dragging Elra by the collar. Like it's time to go.
Dragging the both of you down. Okay, so you've seen the inn. We'll move you to all to the map itself, so you're on the main map. Phil, as long as Simon's mic is muted, you can say whatever you want. It doesn't echo badly.
Let's check the next house.
Which one are you going for?
Just
Wait,
go
what's
east.
down here?
Define.
Here.
Are you pinging somewhere?
Yes.
Hold on, I need to zoom out myself. Where are you pinging? Let's say you're at the inn on the west still. You actually walked in.
Just assume that we check all the rooms in the.
You checked the entire inn. Yes, that's correct.
So what is this room down here?
Doesn't matter. Just Bolly didn't mention anything.
Which room down there? That
The
room.
one that
That was basically the normal inn room, like the small bar at the corner and stuff like that. And that was the one that was almost completely destroyed by a boulder, and there's a dead goblin bleeding away.
Okay.
That's the
All
room.
right.
The room
So
with the,
we'll
the
head
room,
out.
Yeah, that's the room with the hole in the ceiling where you start the conversation up.
Okay.
And
Let's
also,
head out.
let's remember why we're here. We are the survivors.
I'll just double check
Yes.
if there's any treasure, and just so I know you want it. No, there's no treasure in this room.
Okay.
You can relax. You don't have to be a theatre too much. Sorry. Okay, so you've checked out your location 3.
Untrusty lady was here.
She was very nice, according to 2 of the characters at least.
Yeah. She was very
I
nice.
I explained my concerns to the others. I don't think that we should interact with her anymore
Oh,
because
that's unfortunate.
she was wasting your time and clearly leading you astray.
Very well. Let us
Because-
move on then.
And I particularly mentioned that she said that the villagers were left by their own accord when there's nothing that suggests that was the case. They left everything behind. Why would you do that when there's a long trek to the nearest town? It's a dangerous journey. They would have brought food and weapons and armor and stuff.
Assuming that they were given the chance to gather such
Yeah,
objects.
But if you're a dwarven
he-
warrior, you're not going to go without your armor. At least bring it. And there's no indication that there are no corpses here. There's nothing. Just a lot of. So someone took.
Roll an insight check, please.
Who?
What's the character's name? Malcolm.
On what?
Just
I'll use my advantage if I can.
yes, you can use your advantage on this. Just you've got this is the advantage roll for your session. This is the advantage you get for the session.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah. When you say that, you just realise that if an attack happened quickly, and someone was very, forceful by getting their villagers out, he may have forgotten his chest. Likewise, the drawbridge was down.
Yeah.
So
they
you get the-
did leave the
you get the impression that maybe the stories you were thinking were conflicting were actually not conflicting at all. Like the dwarf roused the village and got them out the city as fast as possible, at the expense.
That
of
doesn't make any sense.
at the expense of his own
Why
armor.
would you? Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. That's not. Yeah, well, never mind. It's just not how it works in the in real life. Like, well, if you evacuate a city because you're under attack, you don't leave behind like essential gear like healing potions and.
It depends.
I mean,
it
you
depends
do-
when. It depends when it was attacked. That's the situation. If you woke up being
Yeah,
attacked,
but so you're a soldier and you don't bring your stuff when you get attacked. That doesn't make. I'm sorry. I mean, it might be the adventurous writing.
it is. It adventures writing, but you
Yeah,
only
yeah,
s-
but
you,
I'm just saying it doesn't make any sense at all.
you
That's
only
all.
you only see what was
Sadness.
left behind, not necessarily what
Yeah,
was
yeah,
taken.
but why would you as a soldier leave behind your
If
bread and
suddenly
butter?
there are boulders being
Yeah,
tossed
and
into your bedroom,
it's clearly a dwarven
you're
warrior
not
that has
going to
heavy armor proficiency.
stop
He-
to unlock your chest
I
and
course.
grab the.
It's his in.
50 pound
Why
gold
he has plenty of time to grab stuff while they're throwing boulders. It doesn't take like 10 seconds to open your own chest, grab your weapon, and get out.
does it negate the fact that maybe he had 2 sets of armor, 2 sets of equipment, and he just grabbed his.
Could be, but there's also like all his valuables and a potion of healing. It doesn't make any sense to me that someone who's trained warrior would leave behind that kind of stuff.
It always takes time.
It doesn't take more than half a minute, and when you're under attack, you have to. I mean, you could be under attack for minutes or half an hour, because it doesn't happen in a flash. Like, oh, under attack, run. Doesn't work.
I said you do
There's
get
no-
you do get the impression that those stories could line up, as in that dwarf could rally the people.
Yeah,
and
I'll
move
accept
them
it for the adventure, but that's just
Yeah.
not how
For
it
the
works.
for the story wise, yes, things are abandoned. That's
Yeah,
just
it's
how
fine.
that's just how it is. Which is why
Yeah,
there's a place that left to loot by goblins. You get that impression, but at the same time, you get the impression that an heroic dwarf basically just mustered the entire city and ran off with them, basically saying, "We need to escape now before we get really attacked." You get that impression as well.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just
I know that I know there's holes in the plot here occasionally, but just ignore
Yeah.
them. Shush,
yeah,
shush,
I'm
shush.
fine. I'm ignoring the whole plot holes. So, fine.
I mean, I will honestly admit that sometimes, yes, it's not precisely perfect, but at the same time, there is a plot.
It's fine. It's Dungeons and Dragons logic. It doesn't have to make sense.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like you get an encounter 30% of the time you sleep. I mean, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so what's the next plan?
Well, we have this area right here,
You're right.
which we can look at briefly. I don't imagine there's much there, but it's worth looking at. So I guess we'll check out
So, what are you looking at?
this area right here. This little
Or the
See if
graveyard?
there's-
What you see that is like all a little nice little neat rows of carefully crafted graves, and unfortunately where the boulder smashed in is like like smashed into the place and like graves things, and there's a small little tiny crypt in the center with a solid stone door that closes its hold. You just get the sense of
okay.
pure
is
sorrow.
there-
You just get this sense of sorrow as you're walking past here, as you're starting to read the names, you're starting to see the surnames of, this is the Smiths area, this is the Bowers area.
Okay.
If you've ever been walked down the cemetery, you just start to recognise the names and you just feel a sense of sorrow.
Okay. So there's nothing really there. Moving on, we have this area right.
2 secs, I need to sort this out quickly. Because I do want a combat encounter.
Sorrow. I didn't mean to do that.
Why the hell is it not? It's the more. That'll be why there's 2 token sheets. There we are. That's it. Yeah, you're plotting around the thing. You gonna do anything in the graveyard?
What?
You gonna do anything in the graveyard at all?
I mean, yeah, I guess we'll roll an insight or an investigation. That's the wrong character. We'll say investigation of the graveyard. Do you see anything?
Okay. What's the roll?
20.
You do get the sense that there is you do sense a magical resonance around the crypt in the far corner.
Okay. What's the plan there, guys?
I mean, we are looking for survivors. Or any hints as where they might have left.
Okay, so Caradwin will tell you guys that she said magic kind of presence in the little crypt.
I mean, what's our objective here? I mean, if the villagers left, they might be coming back anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean it's essentially explore local survivors, goblins might do survive, and if we find anything that heads towards where they might have gone, then head towards that location. But for the time being, we are exploring all the locations in search of information and things and more goblins and things that we should be looking at.
Yep, fine. Let's go to the next area then.
So we're not going to look at this.
It's up to you.
Caradwin is just relaying.
Yeah, let's go. Let's check it out. If it seems like there's a point of interest, we should check it out. Might be someone hidden in there.
I mean,
Does your owl see something from high above? Something that our eyes cannot see, or our
No.
it would be inside the crypt, from what I understand. And I'm willing to bet it's some kind of beastie. But I mean,
That's sneaky.
Caradwin wouldn't know that, so she just kind of informs them, oh yeah, I think something, I'm sensing something inside there, we might want to check it out, but the door is
too many AFK, by the way.
What?
Who is AFK?
Bali, I think.
Elris, you can go take a look. You're the tank.
What do you mean by tank?
The one who gets in front of stuff. The one with the shield.
Sorry about that. Back.
Of course I can go at first. I would love to.
By all means,
You're
you're welcome
welcome.
to move forward and ahead of me. Go ahead.
Does anybody need light or something like this? We could cast it on my shield.
Nope, I don't know.
A lamp or
Nope. I
So
do not
please,
have that.
please fill me in the last 2 minutes. What have you been deciding?
They're gonna check it out.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a
Elris
sealed
is carrying-
door in front of you, of a crypt.
Sealed in what way?
As in, it's closed.
Open the door, Elris. Or knock first, perhaps.
Above the crypt name is Nandor, engraved above its sealed entrance.
Would we know what that is? That means?
There's no connotation in anything that triggers for yourself.
What about the rest of us? Is it a magical protection? Is it a ward or is it a language? Is it a name, perhaps?
You can roll something if you want.
History check.
Yeah, history, religion, or arcana, depending on your preference. I'll give you.
So I'm not allowed to make this roll, huh?
You can if you want. Yes, I said it's a history, arcana, or
Oh, I
religion.
got a 19, so you probably know.
Arcana wise, nothing. Nothing seems to
Okay.
trigger.
So religion, she doesn't know diddly squat for religion,
It's possibly the god of potatoes.
and history for Caradwin is 8.
You're still going back on the god of potatoes line. It could be that.
Really?
It's probably just like a family tomb or something. Crypt name.
Well, let's do Nomalos. What is it?
He's kind of got the idea of the god of potatoes might be a good idea because he's never heard of it, but it could be a local god.
Fair enough. And an 18 for sure. Well, he doesn't know history and probably does.
He knows everything. He's a bard.
Yeah.
He's got the bonuses, yeah. My God, he got
Well,
a 2.
he rolls really bad though.
Oh, because it's only he's only a plus proficiency bonus +1 because it's half his.
And this
proficiency.
is her arcana. Caradwin got an 18 in history in it. And a
The only thing I
5
can
in
think of
religion.
is potatoes and sorrow. Maybe there was a potato famine. Possibly he's Irish.
Potato.
Anyways, let's open the door.
Okay,
Potato.
how are you going to open the
And
door?
potato.
It is a
Well-
stone slab, like just slammed up against the door, against the doorway. So
I have a crowbar for you.
okay,
Yeah.
roll athletics. Who's going to use it?
It's I think. What's his name? Numerous is probably the best at breaking things open with a crowbar.
Okay, roll
Yeah.
athletics for Numeros.
I also give him advantage. Not advantage, but
Guidance.
I give him the guidance. Yeah.
How is your guidance spelled? I don't think we've actually described that yet.
Basically, I inscribe his tools with magic.
You just go, oh,
So
give me your tools, and you just like sign your name on.
Yeah,
Say, works better now.
yeah, it becomes stronger and faster. And I add a little bit of. Yeah, I haven't really decided what
Oh
my.
my God, I just realised what artificers are. The orcs from 40k.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, they could basically be anything. Like I said, the alchemist cook who uses food. All spells are food.
Yeah, but
themed.
you paint his wagon red to go faster, and it goes faster because you believe it should do.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's sort of
That's the thing. I haven't really decided what my spells look like yet. I'm browsing.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of
Right now, it's the sort of tinkering, or it's the thieves' tools. So I'm just applying like tiny gadget things and chipping off the bad steel and replacing it with like small
So it's more
notches.
like a small hammer.
arcane. Yeah, and small arcane rooms and here and there.
So it's like a small hammer, a tiny chisel, and a wire brush, and you just say, "Hold on, I'll sort this tool out for you." Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, really, better tool now. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. I'm improve stuff basically.
Yeah.
Anyways, he gets a 27.
Okay, he crams in, he goes, bang, bang, and it creaks it open, and you hear a startling scream that seems to echo around the entire village. Come on, it was always gonna happen.
Elras closing the gap that is forming to protect the park.
You'll probably be standing here.
Remember that Nomalas needs to be at that thing itself, so swap places maybe.
Okay.
Yep. No, he was. Yeah. If you were pushing past, and he was. Yeah, that's right. So Malcolm, Nomalas, and Serduin. So we're looking for
Elris.
Elris. Thank you.
Gillian, are you going to control Numerous or should I?
Do you want to?
I don't care.
You can do it. It might be smarter that way.
Yeah, fine. I'm also pretty used to Bard by now.
No, you're not. You're useless at Bard.
I just want to add that Blue didn't. I mean, he didn't lose hit points at any point. I think maybe once in the last fight. Lost a lot of them, but he was like untouchable and perfect. And MVP.
Okay, so we're still working on the fourth one.
LRS initiative.
Yes, I'm looking for the token. I thought we would be teleported somewhere else. And I was looking at the map to find the actual token. Well,
He's here.
He's here.
I'll ping
I'll
for
ping
you.
for you.
how can I get so low rolls on initiatives? Always. Just unfair.
Okay, just the right layer. From the crypt, something does burst out and attacks you blindly.
Disadvantage.
Literally, it attacks you blindly.
Ah, it's blind.
Pretty much, yeah.
What will attack me?
I I'm going to roll, but I'm going to add 5 to the initiative of this character. So I'm going to start it and then add 5 to the roll of that. So it's a 13.
Yeah, you could just say he has advantage or something.
Well, it's not an advantage because the way the character works, it's actually a disadvantage. Mal, you get to go first. You hear this scream as the tomb is hissed open, and there's a small gap between. And the others like bend back as something sweeps out.
Don't you? Oh, that's bad. I'm gonna try and shoot him in the face with my new crossbow, see if it works. I have a +0 to this, so probably not. Oh, 19.
Okay, you just go, oh, what? And you bang and you slam it straight into there. Roll damage.
Wow, that's a 1. Anyways, 14 damage, and it's magic. So, like,
It is magic.
Yeah.
So it does take the full 14 damage.
probably.
Okay,
I rolled a 1.
Kedrin, you are startled. And this big
What is
X
that?
does not exist, by the way. Sod this big X. This is important in this graveyard scene. Deal with it.
Also, I'll cast Sanctuary on Nomalus.
Okay, that was an action
Let's
to
go.
cast sharp bow thing.
Yeah, it's a bonus action to cast Sanctuary.
Okay, so casting a sanction anomalous. Could you please post it? What is your colour?
Black.
I'm afraid there is no black. There's dark purple.
Racist. It's red. It's always. Oh no, that's bloody. That's bad.
Red is blooded, yeah.
Sanctuary. I'm an engineer, so
Green or blue or something like that.
blue, of course, because I'm.
Yeah.
He's my boy, Blue. My boy.
Yeah, I'm afraid,
My screen has 2 blue dots now.
I've noticed that as well. That's weird.
Oh well.
I think it's because someone else is.
Mine.
Yeah,
No, it's back.
Oh God.
Sorry, Sam.
sorry, Sam.
Annoying as fuck.
But why are you sorry?
No, because when we speak, he's like, we can just get the feedback from you occasionally if we
Yeah,
miss
it's
time.
really loud.
Okay, my boy Blue. Old school, of course.
Let's move away from this guy. She's gonna step back. And then she's gonna cast Firebolt at him.
Okay, rotate. He does have hard cover
Immunity,
because
probably.
you're going through a person, as well as he's half ethereal as well. So it's hard cover and disadvantage because you can hardly see him in this light.
Oh, that's fine.
So it's
14.
14. So it's, that's technically 9. Which misses.
Why is
I'm
it a
afraid.
9?
It's the other way around. He gets his AC gets better.
Yeah, but I just reversed it. It's just to make my maths easier. But because you're shooting through a person at the same time, it's very ethereal and just like shimmering in the distance. You fire fireballs and just goes and just shoots straight past him, missing.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
FYI, Phil, you need to get this Mako work on yours because it's so easy to use.
Nah, I just pick someone. I don't. It's like, yeah.
Okay, Elvas, 23.
Will save. Yeah, he has to do the,
I'm being very careful about here because Julian has stuff and other people have stuff. So, 23. He rolled a 19.
Oh, and his will save.
What do you mean, will save? There's no such thing.
Oh, it's Elras. Sorry, I thought you meant Elmas. Never
Elras.
mind. Sorry.
Elras. He rolled a 23 to hit.
Yeah, of course it's a hit. Unless Elras uses shield.
What are
No.
you
No, I
asking me for
was making a
23?
mistake.
Yeah,
Well,
23
well-
hits and shield only would be adding 5, so it would be just 23 and it would hit anyway, so yeah.
okay, Elras, could you take a Constitution save, please? Uh,
16.
Constitution 16. You succeed. You take 5 necrotic damage, but your max hit point is not reduced. So 5 necrotic damage.
Oh.
Okay. Nomalas.
Well, let's try the I am talking. Let's try a fairy fire. Pew pew. Fairy fire on it. Dex save.
Dex save. Okay. What's his Nomalas's DC?
13.
Failed. It is now verified. So I'll just put pepper
Cool.
rock against it.
And then I'll give Malcolm Bardic Inspiration as well.
What's his Nomalas's color?
I think it's pink.
Pink. Okay. Elras. Elras, Sima, Nuridin.
If I just would unmute myself, this would be wonderful and fantastic. I'd like to hit it with my sword. 15. Would 15 hit?
Yes, hit.
I slash it at the spectre in front of me for 6 damage.
You get this.
You get this.
You get the sense that your sword seems to pass through this spectre. Yes, you see it for what it really is, though. It's a spectre, and it's it seems to be the spirit of a awakened soul as you opened its crypt.
Ooh, scary. Thundering.
Yes. Because outside you hear a massive thundering as something seems to crump, 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 crump all at the path and just bellowing in the distance. And you can see just above the wall something looming ahead.
Oh no, okay, hold on. I have to hold on. There's a hold on. I have to do it. I'm sorry. You literally it's just this. It's just this.
That's funny.
Like if that's I mean, you can't even like deny it. Like that's the first thought
massive giant across the city walls, bathed in flame. But he's not bathed in flame, he's just bathed in blood, gore, and a very gumless expression on his face.
Yep. He's doing anything?
That's what he did. He just moved up, and you just noticed. Holy fucking crap! You might be able to see him at the angle, depending on where you turn.
Yeah, he's behind the house though. But he might be taller than. How tall is he? 15? 16?
He's a good 20 feet tall. Hill Giant's
Okay.
20 feet tall.
Yeah, I have no idea how tall he is.
I had to research the tall. I did all the giant research on exactly how each bloody thing of giants are.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh-oh.
these guys are still the smallest though.
The other
Of the true giants anyway. Anyways, I'll shoot the dude, the Spectre.
You're going for the Spectre? No problem.
Yeah, I have advantage now that it's
Verified.
been verified. So I'll use my sharpshoot. And if it's 16,
Okay, well damage.
20.
A
magic.
mere 20. Okay, how do you want to kill this Spectre?
So I conjure up. I sort of reload my crossbow like a shotgun. It's like, and it conjures a magic bolt, I guess, and it just goes like, thunk, and it hits the chest of the Spectre, and it just explodes into ethereal bits, like into glitter dust, and the glitter from the fairy fire makes it look like a pretty rainbow.
And it just evaporates into the thing, and the gloom which seems to have settled on you just seems to clear, and you just feel the thing just go, and you all turn, and you just see over the heads like a massive giant starting to swing its club and bellow in the distance.
Seems like we've got company, guys.
Kerrigan.
And I'll move down here to cover.
FYI, a hill giant is CR5.
Yeah, that's why we stay out of range of its boulders. Actually, that reminds me. Probably, is there a way to? Ah, fuck. No, not yet. Yep. Next.
Kerrigan.
She doesn't know really what to do against such a giant opponent. She kind of looks at Malcolm like, what should I do?
Just keep an eye out. Make sure that it doesn't hit us.
Okay.
And maybe seek cover.
She's gonna.
Well, you're pretty much in cover there.
Yeah, she's gonna take the dodge roll, as we kind of observe these things, and she'll call out for the boys, hide with them. Hopefully this thing doesn't see them just yet, and if it doesn't notice us, then maybe it won't attack us. So yeah,
I don't think Elris is going to allow that thing to live, to be honest.
oh boy.
We'll see.
Bye. Goodbye, Elris.
Yeah, I'm up for murdering it. But we have to fight smart.
Well, well.
Anyways, it's Nomalus's turn.
Yeah, it's no
Mhm.
his turn.
That it is. What is he planning on doing?
1 sec, I'll just have to look at Sanctuary. Oh, the spell has ended. Sanctuary is gone.
Yeah, so he's used a spell slot.
Yeah, it's fine. I only have 3 slots.
Where do I see the giant?
You see it's over the things, but it's very hard because it's just like, every time it steps up, you just see a massive head and like a club raised above his thing. But every time it takes a step down, he just disappears below the parapet. But he's over here.
Oh, so far away. don't think Numbers even has any. Bards are such medium range characters. Okay, I'll take cover. He'll move down and take the dodge action. I mean, he might just explode if he gets hit because he has 11 AC, so he needs the cover and and the dodge action to not get murdered to death. Yeah, as I said.
Okay. Elras, it is your turn. You hear the almost familiar sounds, the ones you've been dreaming of, the ones you've been wanting to face for so long, of just a thump, 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 a giant.
Oh, here he comes. Now we can finally find out why he's throwing boulders. Running up here and raising my shield and preparing to face him and ask questions.
Oh no.
And if he's attacking us, maybe we can. Hey, Seldrin, can you put a sleep spell on him?
No.
Can we put up a...
It's like,
Remember,
No.
remember 6 seconds
won't.
will, so whatever you talk about, it's got to be 6 seconds or less.
she very definitively tells him straight up, no. Sleep won't work on that one.
Just see Elras' lips moving. Why not?
The spell is not strong enough. That's her explanation.
My move is done. It's the giant's turn.
So just yes, it is the giant's turn. As it runs, slumbers forwards across the bridge, and it creaks ominously, and it is now at the guardhouse. And he bellows.
We probably should have raised.
Yeah, but that would require running to it.
Mal.
Could have.
I ask for traps.
I mean, it seems like Elras is pretty
Blow
determined
up the
finding this.
bridge.
So I'll
Blow
run
up
out.
the bridge.
I can't blow up the bridge. I don't have explosives. But I'll take a shot at this thing. Pew pew. Sharpshooter. Because it doesn't seem to be wearing armor. So I'll shoot
because
at
it's
it.
a large creature, doesn't get bonuses and cover, so you just get to attack normally.
Wow.
And you suck.
Wow.
You are obviously just just click and you just go, holy crap, is it that big? And you just start firing crossbow bolt without actually lifting it to your eye. You just
Yeah, I mean, it just goes right into its thick, fat stomach. It's like, me. Like, okay, I need to shoot.
This is the first time you see anything just this massive, and you just trigger it before you even think about it. You just go, shit, holy crap. Maybe I should aim next time.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bad roll. And I roll back into cover. Because fuck that guy.
Caradrin. No wonder.
Okay. Well, she is going to cast mage armor on herself because she's
Good.
going to need it. She's going to kind of magic up her hands and then kind of snap and then lower the kind of snap over herself, and as if its magic armor just kind of appears over her body, and it's pretty neat. I forget what that would be. It would be
13 plus your dex mod.
okay, so that makes her at 6. Her AC is 16. Yes. Okay, so now she's been up to 16.
Okay.
It's
I
probably
don't think you get any bonus action, so it's just a case of moving on a move.
Let's see.
Can I just point out, this beast is 20 feet tall, and the drawbridge is groaning under its weight.
Yeah.
Hmm.
She's gonna kind of sticking to the wall, hiding the wall here, and she's gonna move there.
I have a plan, but I'm not sure it's gonna work. But it's close enough now that it's within range of dissonant whispers of Numerous that runs down here.
You are also
And he,
range if he has any ranged attacks, such as, locks.
Yeah, I know. Which is why I'm going to try and control it a little bit. So he just Numerous runs down at it and yells a curse at it. Ah, you fat bastard. Something American. And then
We kind of really did miss Jason this adventure, didn't we?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Wow.
Hold
Wow.
on. I need to move my
Wow.
owl.
Oh my god, that's the lowest you could possibly roll. Seriously, you rolled that? Oh, FYI,
Yeah.
got the
Wisdom
Hill Giant
save.
handout now. See, I'm
Handsome.
pretty sure I've met him in a night out.
Yeah.
Me too.
So,
I'll just post the should
The
include
sad part is, it was a girl that looked like this.
he succeeded actually. He got I rolled an 18.
nice.
Well, I actually rolled a 19 minus 1. So that'll be a. Are you doing the same thing as well, or is that for the malice? Yeah.
No, I was just posting the text so we could read it.
Okay.
But,
is it half as much on successful save? So it takes 1 damage. It just goes ooh, as it slowly starts to register that you possibly did the insult against him.
Triple ones.
FYI, it's still in triple figures for health.
Yeah, I know.
Elvis.
It's too stupid to understand the insult.
15
This was.
I stand out and ask him in Giant, why do you throw boulders?
Goodbye, Elvis.
Very philosophical question to ask a giant.
Especially a hill giant.
Is that your action to talk to the giant?
That's the first question.
Well, it's a free action to talk, but as long as it's within 6 seconds.
Yeah. This was my seconds. Why do you throw?
It's bold.
It's stupid. But it's totally in character. Can't even blame him.
Character name.
If he doesn't answer, I hex.
My name is something Montoya. You killed my father. Now prepare to die.
Prepare to die.
Okay,
Yes.
you put the hex on the giant.
If he doesn't answer, yes.
It just goes. You don't get the bonus for damage unless you actually.
I know. I just wanted to click it that it was active, but
Oh, I thought you meant
now
the
see that.
X-Blades curse. The other one.
The Hexblade curve is a 30.
That's a
Stupid
first level
thing.
hexblade as well. So you can do hexblade cursing.
Afterwards, if I'm 30, now he's 66 away from me.
Oh, 30. Okay, I see. I get it. Yeah.
So can I still use the dodge action? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes, you can. You can always
I
use
take
a
the
dodge
dodge action. Thank you.
Gonna need it.
Shh.
Now I just actually need to check what the bloody speed 40 feet. Oh, that's nice.
So,
Okay, he scrambles and pushes through the things, and then does a rock ranged attack as he just throws something at the nearest person, which is, I'm afraid it's Elras.
Elris. And
Oh really? How? Why?
he's going to roll a 7. He is rolling a 7. That is
Are
what
you declaring that?
Yeah, I'm declaring that. He is
Okay.
rolling a 7.
What's your armor class? It's 18.
Yes.
So 7 plus 8 equals 15.
Yes.
FYI, he rolled a 4. But you've rolled, you did it, you have declared that, so you've used both of those. But
Yes,
because of the way he declared, he actually went closer to him than you ever want to think about.
Okay, great. Fantastic.
Mal.
Step down. Shoot. I just die already. There we go. So hit.
16 is a hit. Yes. Roll damage.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's a bit slow for some reason. 15. Wow. Quit.
This is now in double figures.
2, 3, 4. I'll run back here.
Oh, about the hex, I can choose something, an ability check, where I get disadvantage. Should I take Constitution or should I take Wisdom saving throws?
All right.
It's not saving throws. It's ability checks. So it's I would go with
Strength.
It doesn't matter if it's strength because he's super strong.
He's
so.
only got one good stat.
But yeah, it's I would go with wisdom because then he's less likely to actually see us if we try to hide.
Okay, Wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is not a bad strategy right now. So
What's going on?
he's cursing his wisdom, so he's worse at spotting us if we try to hide.
Okay. I am going to cast. Oh, I have no far. Oh, hold on. I'll cast a firebolt.
Okay, roll to hit.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, fireball him.
Firebolt. 12. Will 12 hit?
12 does in fact hit.
Nice. For 9 fire damage. Then she will duck in here. And kind of try and hide.
Oh, sorry. His armor class is 13. so it just singes the entire arm.
Thank you for,
Yeah,
for giving me
the armor
that.
class. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I was doing something else at the same time. But yeah, it just singes past the arm and it just turns and growls and that thumps its club on the ground, just stares at you. And you just get the sense that maybe you're its next target.
She just hid behind. She ducked out, tossed it, and then hid.
Yeah, you were
Wait.
just a bit too, like, holy crap, throw and run away. You didn't really, aim properly. You just like singed its shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like it's really flashy. Like hello. It's like the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Like you just you just go. What's his name? Goldberg. Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
The
Just
god,
get
the
Jeff
master,
Goldblum.
the awesome man. Yeah.
And you know what? She's gonna. No, she can't do that. Never
She has no
mind.
really bonus actions as mage, unfortunately.
Can't. Yeah. She's gonna die. Oh boy, is she gonna die!
Oh, we all gonna die. Don't worry about it.
Well, I have some characters ready.
Yeah, Numinous trying to go for the dissonant whispers again, because let's keep this guy at distance for now.
Bane.
There we go. That's better.
I've not seen this yet. Last I've got is Firebolt.
Oh, he uses dissonant whisper.
Okay, so DC 13.
Yeah.
So that's Wisdom save. Yep. It rolled a 13. It passed. So it.
God damn. Oh, at least you take some damage.
So it took 7 damage.
Was. I think Numinous is gonna run away from now on. It's like, nope.
Elras.
Elvis, get away from there, please. Oh god.
I cast with my bonus action Hexblade's Curse.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah!
I think it's insane, but I fucking love it.
Goodbye, Elvis.
21. That hits for +2. 60, 40, 16 damage.
16 damage total. You need to add an extra thing for your
From Hexblade's Curse, yeah.
Curse, by the way.
The 2.
2 from being level 2, yes.
Yes. I just activated right now. It should be calculating right now. But
yeah.
the first one +2 would be
I
better.
was going to say don't bother rolling again because you're going to get different results.
Yeah. So that's
I
why.
use the first
just wanted-
result.
Yeah, that's why 16. I still stand by it. I just wanted to see if it's now properly adding up.
Okay, you slam into him. It is still not blooded, and he just grins at you. And his big fleshy hand grips the club and starts to raise it.
You're gonna get golf clubbed into the sky.
You're gonna become mush.
Shh. It's okay. He's rolling snake eyes.
Yeah, that's kind of
Now, Skyrim experience.
Goodbye, Elvis.
I've been planning this for a good while, so this is not actually a cop out. But from the
that's fine.
distance, you hear a thundering crash, and you realise that this isn't the
Here
only
comes
third person.
Jareth.
Be quiet. But yes, thundering across, bloodied and fucked up as hell, dressed in full plate armor and thundering across.
boy.
He runs across, and then suddenly just like slams and disappears in like almost a thunderquake of electricity, and like lightning goes cracking across as he almost seems to teleport to here and starts whirling in with multiple hits. slamming him one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other.
I know what it is, but I can't tell on the token. Oh, it's okay. Now I can see it. Yeah, I had to zoom in.
It's a big, mean
It's
guy.
absolutely massive. Like he's like 12 feet tall, and he's a Goliath, but you've never seen a Goliath this massive before. He's almost like a half giant esque, and he comes in and he smashes him with 4 just straight bang, 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 bang attacks, and each one slamming with a thunderous smite. It's like crackling down and down and down again. So, I do need to roll this damage, by the way.
By the way, I didn't know that he's coming. Elros just being Elros.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh yeah, this is completely scripted. I will admit that.
Oh yeah, no. The moment you toss this fucker in, I knew, you were probably gonna toss him, Jared.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't even need to bloody do any special abilities. Seriously, he's a badass. But he basically just like beats the crap. It just goes slam, 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 and then he just turns around and looks at you and just says, "You lot are not ready for this war. You need the mighty Jareth to defeat them all." And that is where we'll end the session.
Did he kill the giant?
Oh yes, he basically just battered it to submission, and his final thing, he just spun round and thunk, his sword just took off the giant's head. It threw across the entire city, and it's like you just heard the rolling away in the distance.
Okay, but can we end this on one line that I've been holding
Go for it.
from Caradwin for like, oh, it's the man of my dreams.
I shoot myself in the head.
I've been holding because it's one of those lines. It had to be said.
And that is the end of
And while
session
the
2.
giant was dying, I'm healing,
And let's
taking
end it
some of
here.
his essence.
We are no longer recording. Oh shoot.